Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the SEC, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The Horned Frogs offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready.
There he goes! Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Russell. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Makes a move. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And some room to work. They were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Man, what a catch by the big tight end. They got those big old huge mitts, those big dudes. So nice job sticking up in the air, and it just sticks to it. Makes the nice spectacular grab.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's That's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the first down, looking for more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Russell. Swings it out to his running back. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Simon. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Ezukama. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They're setting up the screen. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. It's complete! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Now adjusting. Slips away. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Ezukama. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week. But
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. Quick toss. Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, TCU! How about this back staying on
running back is going to get the long touchdown run of the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Back to throw. It's Dyer. They go to the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mitchell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And the Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field, all the time now. You should just be in the red zone now. You just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Nice move, creates some space. The 20, the 10. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grab near the marker. It's Ezukama. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Makes the grab. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man, with when the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm. You've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep your foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Dyer. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hayes. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Dyer. A little screen to the running back. Fights off the defender. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now on the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the third. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The screen, he can go. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running into the open space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's good, and they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, and he delivered.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. At the 45 on his way. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand.
Oh, a lot of space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You made the field goal. You got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Simon. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Motion from the wideout. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Oh, he's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Horned Frog! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Dyer. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Working the big fella to the corner. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
The Horned Frogs just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. They go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of college football.